Good evening, welcome to Northeast Web Shots. You are listening to the evening headlines of the day with me, Angel Rai, starting off with national news. Union Health Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Narendra Singh Tomar inaugurated the world's second largest refurbished state-of-the-art National Gene Bank at the National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources, Pusa, New Delhi. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu visited Karnataka. He addressed scientists and students at the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research at Bengaluru. Purpose of science is to make people's lives happy, healthy and comfortable, he reiterated. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat and Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur yesterday jointly launched the second season of the popular series Rag Rag Mein Ganga. The first episode will be broadcast from 21st of August on Doordarshan. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia visited Assam on 17 August, northeastern states. He reviewed COVID cases in Kerala. The minister announced a package of rupees 267.35 crores. The Supreme Court on Monday sought to know if the union government wanted to file an additional affidavit clarifying if Pegasus spyware was used to snoop on politicians, journalists and activists, even as it said it cannot compel the centre to file such an affidavit. Punjab Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu has appointed Jalandhar Kant MLA and his close confidant Pargat Singh as PPCC General Secretary. Two more bodies were recovered on 16th of August from the site of the landslide in Himachal Pradesh Kinnaur district, taking the death toll to 25. Former President of All India Mahila Congress Susmita Dev has joined Trinamool Congress in West Bengal. Several educational institutions in UP start physical classes amid weakening COVID-19 infection. Meghalaya government extends ongoing curfew in Shillong agglomeration of East Khashi Hills district for another 24 hours. The curfew will conclude at 5 a.m. on 18th of August and the internet suspension will continue for the next few days. AIMIM chief Asuddin Owaisi has launched a scathing attack on the government of India over the hesitancy to hold deliberations with the Taliban. Uttarakhand's Pawandeep Rajan wins Indian Idol 12. Rajan, who hails from Champawat, was announced the winner of the show on Sunday night following a 12-hour musical extravaganza billed as the greatest finale ever on Sony TV. He wants to open a music school with rupees 25 lakh prize money. Dhruv NK3 Indigenous Coast Guard Program. 3 advanced light helicopters manufactured by HAL were inducted into the stables of the Indian Coast Guard by Defence Secretary Dr. Ajay Kumar on 16th of August, that is Monday. Moving forward to international news. The Afghanistan airspace has been closed for commercial flights. Air India's non-stop en route from the US to India are being diverted so that they do not enter the Afghan airspace. Flights will divert to Doha or UAE and after refueling fly to Delhi. Due to airspace closure, Air India had to cancel its Delhi-Kabul-Delhi flight. Vistara says it has stopped overflying Afghan airspace on its Delhi-London flights. India has sent a C-17 military aircraft to Kabul to evacuate Indian citizens after the Taliban seized control. Indian government says it will take all steps to ensure safety and security of its nationals and interests in Afghanistan. Prime Minister Modi has thanked President of Madagascar Andry Rajoelina for his greetings on the occasion of India's Independence Day. An armed contingent of parliamentary force Indo-Tibetan Border Police actively securing the diplomatic staff of the Indian Embassy in Afghanistan's capital Kabul and will be there till required. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar is on a 4-day tour visit to the US from 16th of August to attend a number of UN Security Council events, including a briefing on terrorism. Now moving forward to world news. Taliban have taken over the capital Kabul and claimed victory in Afghanistan. They claimed that the government has collapsed and President Ashraf Ghani has fled. The US and other countries are rushing to evacuate staff and allies from Taliban. The militants' return to rule brings an end to almost 20 years of US-led coalition's presence in the country. The Afghanistan airspace has been closed for commercial flights, including overflying, and US non-stops being rerouted. US President Joe Biden warned the Taliban not to disrupt or threaten the evacuation of thousands of American diplomats and Afghan translators at the Kabul airport. Chaos at Kabul airport as hundreds try to leave. Viral video shows people falling to their death from US aircraft. China says it hopes Taliban will stand by its commitment of establishing an open and inclusive Islamic government in Afghanistan and will ensure a peaceful transition of power without violence and terrorism. United Nations Security Council will meet to discuss the situation in Afghanistan. This will be the second meeting on Afghanistan under India's presidency at the Council. Abdul Ghani Baradar, one of the founders of the Taliban movement, has emerged as the forerunner among the list of leaders likely to take charge as next Afghanistan president. Malaysia's Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin resigns as political crisis escalates. The government of Bangladesh, Chinese vaccine maker Sinopharm and Incepta Pharmaceuticals Limited signed an MOU in Dhaka on 16 August for the co-production of the Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine in the country. At least 304 people died and 100 were injured after a major earthquake struck southwestern Haiti on 14 August. Nepal calls for evacuation of at least 1,500 Nepalis in Afghanistan. Moving forward to sports news. India versus England, second test, day 5. India beat England by 151 runs to take 1-0 series lead. Chasing 272, England were bowled out for 120 in 51.5 overs with skipper Joe Root top scoring with 33. In archery, Komalika Bari became the new under-21 recurve world champion at the Youth World Championship in Wrocław, Poland on 15th August. ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021 schedule to be announced on August 17. The ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021 is scheduled to take place in UAE and Oman, with BCCI on the host from October 17 to November 14. Moving forward to COVID-19 update national. India saw a single-day rise of 25,166 new COVID-19 cases, the lowest in 154 days, taking the tally to 3,22,50,679, while the national recovery rate was recorded at 97.51%, the highest since March 2020, according to the Union Health Ministry data updated on Tuesday. The death toll has climbed to 4,32,079 with 437 daily fatalities. With this, we come to an end of today's news headlines. For more updates, stay tuned to Northwest Web Shots. Good night.